Hello everybody, my name is Jace and welcome back to a new video, to a new Minecraft video. We're here on the survival world in our survival series. This is the 15th episode. Last episode we built those farms over there. Now some of this stuff looks different than I last left it. As you can see, the farms, these two, pumpkin, melon, vice and verse, they are built up. We have a cool, amazing, beautiful design. Obviously, and we got the pumpkins right here, melons right here. They are producing very, very well. Lots in there. This one should probably be, yes, full. I've been crafting them. Got a crafting table right here. I'm crafting them into blocks. I still don't have a farmer villager that I trade with. All of them are in these farms, so I need to get one of them so I can start trading these crops. That's the whole point in having all this. But the potato farm and the carrot farm were working at the end of last episode, but the wheat farm was not. Had to come through and add hoppers to hundreds of hoppers, many hundreds of hoppers to the floors of everything. And now it's working pretty well. It hasn't been running too long. Did this recently, but if we come up, you can also see that we had to add them to the top floor as well. And the beetroot farm, I said last time that it had to have the same thing done to it. But I guess it doesn't, because after a few hours it started producing as well. So that's all right too. Today's episode has nothing to do with these guys. If we turn our heads this way and give our attention to this open plot of land that looks different. If you remember last episode or last few episodes and you have a keen eye, you would notice that this landscape looks different. I came through and I flattened it out and I got rid of the trees and whatnot and made a decent path. There's probably some area under here that is just hollow and dark, so you hear bad guys, but I'll probably have to go through and light that up eventually. But today's episode is going to be a mob farm. Over here mobs can't spawn, because if we look at our biome, where is it? Right here. We look at our biome, our taiga biome. Mobs can spawn in a taiga biome. Over there, even though it's grass now, it used to be a mushroom island, so our mobs can't spawn over there. So right here mobs will spawn. So all I have to do is build some sort of platform, or at first I'm going to need to build some sort of a water collection chamber that's going to collect all the mobs and push them into one spot that'll kill them. But after that, we're going to need to build several platforms stacked on top of each other. And those platforms are going to be dark, and it's going to let mobs spawn on them. And when that happens, we're going to be using dispensers with water in them. And those dispensers with the water in it is going to be pushing said mob. Ignore the roofs. Okay, just pretend that that has blocks on them. All right, I didn't have enough blackstone. We're going to have mob farm with water. It's going to push the mobs down, and then they're going to fall down into more water and probably land on some magma blocks that have hopper minecarts pushed into them, similar to how this has a hopper minecart in it. And then their drops are going to go into an automated sorting system, but we're going to have a mob farm with, I'm thinking, 20 layers, so it's going to be pretty tall. I have a plan. So most of the actual building blocks will be the smooth stone. So I prepared and got a lot of it already. A lot of the stuff, like I said, is going to be smooth stone, but there's going to be a building encasing the farm. So we're not going to actually be able to see the farm most of the time unless we go inside said building. But the farm itself is going to be non-visible, so we're going to have to build a cool-looking building around it. I have yet to come up with that design, I'll be honest with you. So we're going to have to do that. Probably we'll do that off camera. I've chosen the worst time to start building. I have to sleep. So we're going to be building it over here, like I said. And first thing we need to build is the collection chamber for the water, for getting the mobs in one area to kill them. I haven't decided yet, though, if I want that part to be on the ground or if I want it to be in the air some. I think I want it to be on the ground. So we're going to come over here. We're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 5 again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the same thing 3 more times. I messed up. Perfect. First try. And now I need to bring this up 2 more on all sides, because there's going to have to be some water physics at play here. And it's going to have to be this tall. Sorry, just the way things are. All right. So now, if I'm not mistaken, I need to come out on the second layer, I need to come out 2 blocks all around. So, like so. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. Now, come in multiple blocks. Mini blocks. Wait a minute. I should be using half slabs. Now I will add the water later, but we can imagine that there's water sources on all these back blocks, and then it's going to run off, and the way water works, some way or another, it's going to flow to right here, I believe. I could have to add one more block. I could not. I'm not sure. But now I know I need to come here. We're going to come build up 2 more, and then we're going to start our platforms. Now this block right here is going to need to be a dispenser, and I'm going to need 20 dispensers. So I'm going to need 20 bows. So 20 bows needs 3 string of bow. 3 times 20 is 60. And I think I have just enough string. String. There you are. 62. Sticks. Stick. Now I can craft up the dispensers. We need redstone. Stack should be enough, and cobblestone. I did a lot of mining. I don't know. I can't remember what last was done, what last was shown progress-wise, but this whole island's converted now. Let me show you the map. So yeah, the whole island's converted. We have grass everywhere, but we need some cobblestone. So probably like 5 stacks, 6 stacks. Dispensers. Okay, I need the bows too. Probably should have just kept them. Just put everything else in the shulker box and the bows in the dispenser. Dispenser. This is going to take a long time. Okay, 20 dispensers. Now, I think we also need 20 observers. We might not need 20, but we might also need a few more than 20. But I'm going to go ahead and just craft up 20. I might have some, 2. I'm going to make 20 more anyways, because I may need more than 20. What am I looking for? Quartz. Hello. Quartz. Cobblestone. Probably enough. Observer. 22. Let's just make 20. And we shouldn't need... Well, we do need redstone, but I will come get this later on because it's going to take a minute to build these platforms. We'll need redstone for the final timer thing and the on-off switch. At the top, we're going to need 20 buckets for the water. Where would buckets be? Okay, we have 5 already, 2 with water in them. So now we just need to make 13 more buckets. The sun is setting. We need to sleep before we build this thing. I don't want mobs spawning and trying to kill me. Clock. Nice painting. Beautiful home. Such a beautiful home. Oh, I'm so good. We need to come out 8 from here. 1, 2, 8. I think it might be 1 too long. If it is, it'll be fine. As long as it's not 1 too short, that would be worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we need to make a diamond and connect them like so. And you know how shapes work. It's going to be like that on all 4 sides. And now we're going to fill her in. Alrighty. So now we get our dispensers. And, oh, didn't mean to break 2. Gosh darn. There. Okay, dispenser like so. And, wait. No. Not like so. Dispenser like so. There. Dispenser needs to be 1 block up. And we're going to put a bucket of water in there. And I want to test this real quick. What the heck? I want to test this real quick. And, oh, God. I can't do anything right. Let's make sure that this is going to not go off the sides. Oh, gosh. Looked all right to me. Yeah. All right, so that's the right size. Okay. So now, since we have this and water's going to be coming out of it, let me take that out. Water's going to be right there. So we need an observer to look at that water. Something like that. We need the observer looking at the water. So, oh, I don't know how to do any. I don't know how observers place. I didn't have to do any of that. They just do like this. Boom. Perfect. I have fallen. We have to build 20 of these layers. And to be honest with you, I am tired of building 2. So I have to do 2 10 times. 2 times 10. That's 200. Minus 50. We're going to have about 15 layers, dude. This is going to be awesome. So I think the best way to record this building of the tower is going to be in the form of a time lapse. But before we do that, I need to sleep. And also, I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch TV, not YouTube. Twitch.tv/JaceRFS. Don't ask what it stands for. I'm going to be live streaming on there. Here's the schedule of what I hope to be doing. Now, I'm hoping to get everything on a schedule from here on. This episode should be coming out on Saturday, I'm hoping. And the first live stream should be on Sunday. Ow, gosh. And as everything goes according to plan, we're going to be starting the first live stream Sunday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And it's going to be going till 10 o'clock, just for 2 hours, not too long. I've never really live streamed before, but I do have everything set up now and all the equipment that I will need, such as face cam and microphone and, the whole 9 yards. And so you'll be able to see my face if you're interested in that. Catch the live streams. Again, twitch.tv/JaceRFS. It will be in the description if you are incapable of typing in links yourself. But like I said, we're going to do a third-person time... Why did I break that? We're going to be doing a third-person time-lapse. And by third-person, I mean a cool spinny thingy with a mod. And we're going to be starting that right now, probably. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Now the last thing to do to get the farm actually running is to put all the water in and to do this last little bit of redstone. I missed it. Do this last little bit of redstone. A very simple clock that's going to be using a lever to start it. I may wind up changing the way the redstone activates this. It probably won't stay as a lever up here. I may wind up having like a button maybe down at the bottom. Ooh, that could be cool. But so I need to place some slabs, 6 or 7 on these. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this there as well. And we're going to need 12 repeaters going around in a circle on each side, so 24 in total. So I have 24, not 12. But trying to think. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our 1 is going to be there. So we need to add another block right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, awesome. Redstone here, comparator there, subtract it, slab, block, lever. Okay, some redstone right there and there, and then I think we're going to put all these on full delay so that it's not too fast. Give the mobs time to spawn in. Okay, so exactly like that. Now if I flip this lever, you'll see the redstone signal will slowly make its way around. And if we had water in these dispensers, it would be dispensing water throughout every time it activated that observer down there. Actually, this observer is placed wrong. We need... How do I... Did I place all the... I may have placed all the observers upside down. That could have been what happened. Let me make sure that everything's right, and we will be right back. Yes, I did. All of the observers are upside down, but it's not a huge problem. I don't think so, at least. Oh, hello. Maybe if I do it, start working backwards, it might be easier to do. And up top, the reason this looked weird and wasn't working is because I need the observer that I had up here needs to have a dispenser on top of it, and this needs to be like one block higher. All right, so this is actually right now. If we come down one, we take a look. I had to have this observer facing down, or facing up, so it's going to be detecting everything going down, not going up. I thought that it would be detecting the first water at first and then sending the signal up, but actually it's going to be detecting a redstone signal from up here and sending the signal down through gaps of air, apparently. So what we need to do is switch all of these observers. Wait, is this observers? This is a dispenser. We have a problem. So actually, the problem is a bigger problem apparently than I thought. It will be easier for me to work top down now that everything's built, but I need to make all these dispensers flush with the ground, I believe. Okay, so hopefully if I did it right, alternating, every other thing should be turning on when I put this lever. And I did not do it right. Okay. And these are all one too long. That's good to know. I guess they weren't one too long whenever I thought it needed to be one higher. So let me fly up again and see which ones are messed up. All right. So now that everything frustrating is over, I have everything fixed and finished. Every other layer is activating independently. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but every other layer is going after every other layer goes. So this is how it's going to be. And when we turn it off, there will be some layers that still have water on them, obviously. Now, if we come down to the bottom, the very last thing we have to do, not the very last thing, I keep saying that, but one of the last things we need to do is not come on the outside. I wanted to land in here. We need to fill up this area with some water sources. Now, I have no more buckets. They're all in the dispensers. I have to get a few more of them. But we're going to want to place some water sources all around here. I can break this. This will be cool to watch. Nice. Okay. Raining scaffolding. I almost said bamboo. But yeah, I need to get some water and place it all around these sides. But before I do that, I want to dig down a little bit right here, because I want the mobs to drop a few blocks. And it looks like, yes, as I thought, this is hollow down here. So I don't actually have to dig. I want them to come down a few blocks. Not sure how many blocks, because for now they're going to be dying through magma blocks, being burned to death. But the problem with that is witches will not die from magma block. They'll just drink their potions of fire resistance and they'll survive forever. But it's not going to be a huge problem. But eventually, when 1.17 comes out, they're going to be adding the dripstone blocks, and when mobs fall on them, it will like multiply the fall damage, I think, by 4. So we won't have to drop them too far to kill them. Maybe like 10 or 5 or 6 blocks. So I'm thinking drop this down maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 blocks just to be safe, and build the collection system. And then that way when 1.17 comes out and we update the world to it, we'll be able to add those dripstone blocks down at the bottom and have this easily convertible and be able to kill all the mobs that will spawn in it, instead of no longer or not being able to kill the witches. I guess that'd be the only thing we can't kill right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the buckets and water I need, and get everything I'll need for this. And I'll probably build it up and just show you guys what how it works at the end of it. I wasn't recording it, but as I was setting up the killing chamber for the mob farm, I guess it's nighttime, so it started working. And a creeper blew me up, as you can see. I need to get myself some better gear so I stop dying so easily. Right now we have like crappy diamond armor that's barely enchanted. So I think maybe next episode I need to get geared up and maybe test out the gear at like an ocean monument or something. But because this isn't cutting it. This is definitely not cutting it. I've died twice. One from fall damage, one from a creeper. Both could have been avoided, with some good netherite armor. So I've got everything pretty much completely set up as far as the farm working wise. The storage, temporary storage I have set up now. All the mobs are going to be dropping down there, dying, and their drops are going to come through these hoppers, come into these chests. Oh, hasn't been running at all yet, so nothing's in there. That is why I need to do what I'm about to do right now. I have this little exit temporary thing. This is not going to look like this forever. But we need to fly up here and come to the center block. Ow! Come to the center block. Be easier with these. So, and right here, I need to place scaffolding on you. Can't. So what we need to do is, oh, I should have got the coordinate while I was down there. We need to build up and build a AFK platform. This farm might run a little bit once it gets completely enclosed and it runs during the daytime. It might run a little bit because these upper platforms, when we're a little bit away from the farm itself, just doing things out in the base and whatnot. But we need to build a AFK platform for it to be constantly working if we want to like just do an AFK session and get a bunch of drops. So we need to come down here and find out the Y level of the killing platform, which it should be. So these are the magma blocks behind here. So they're about going to be right here. So at about Y60, 61, we're going to build up about like 90 to 100 blocks from 60. So we need to be at 160, we'll say. This is good. So we can take our glass right here. And we're going to do glass because it's a transparent block. It's not going to have it's not going to affect the mob spawning rates or anything. Get rid of that one. Eventually we need to put like maybe some doors around and slabs on top of here or something so phantoms can't get me. But tonight at least, I'm going to AFK for this night. I've been sleeping, so phantoms shouldn't be a problem. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can land up here for now. Once it becomes nighttime, I will fly up here and do a little AFK session just for the first night. And we can see all the rates and we will see exactly how much we will be getting from just like a normal night. And it should only have this farm in the area that mobs can spawn. So it should be running at like max efficiency. So we'll see. All right, well, as you can see from that time lapse, the farm isn't running as well as it could be. We need to light up this area and make sure all the caves below here are properly lit up to make sure that no mobs are spawning other than on the platforms. What I need to do now, though, is as you can see, I have the little bit of a design started. We're going to be making this thing look like a giant skyscraper. And we're going to be doing that with these materials in here. Lots of concrete again, like those builds. But I made a roof. If we fly up here real quick, I built this just so that it is going to be dark. It's got to be dark, and it won't work during the daytime if there's no roof. And our AFK spot may need to be raised a little bit. It may not be high enough. I've been doing some testing. I've made some more fireworks, so there's no more gunpowder. We can look at the drops though real quick. Never mind, I can't fly. So like I was saying, down here, the loot that we've collected, minor mishap. Oh, there's a raw chicken. How about that? We've gained some more gunpowder. Actually, I had just about this much the first time I ran it, from that AFK session, I think. And then I had about that much again from the second time I ran it, and now it's just been running. I haven't even AFK'd, and it's just got about that much. So pretty cool. These, sir, I'm trying to explain something. These are going to be going all the way up, so I can just pretty much pillar up with these all the way, and not using too much gray concrete. So I should have enough of that, but the white concrete, I will probably need to get more. And I'm just going to do this in the form of a time lapse, like I did with the building of the farm. So let's jump right into it.
So the mob farm is finished. We have completely turned all the all the concrete powder into regular old concrete. It should be completely dark in there. Not completely dark, but dark enough on all the platforms. So mobs can actually spawn. I'm pretty sure I checked and everything worked out. The only last thing that I would need to do to make this running completely as good as it can is to light up the surrounding area down here, because I am getting a bit of mobs still gathering around the sides where they're still in the radius for them to spawn in. So putting some torches out here or figuring out some way to light up this area will solve that problem. But if we come down here, we might be able to hear some of these guys dying. I died again, got blown up. I need better armor. This stuff isn't cutting it anymore. I came down here and there's a creeper, so I need to make sure that there's nothing spawning in here when I come in here. But if we come down here and check, just while I was building this thing, gotten some more. I took some of the gunpowder and put it back at the house earlier, so there was more than that. But as you could hear a second ago, there was something dying. We can fly up to the top of my AFK platform, and they should start spawning in by the time we get up there, and then we can come down and hear them dying. As you can hear, death. Oh, see. No, go away. Go away. This is what happened last time. Oh, two of them. Okay. All right, let me get... Okay, that's a death trap now. Oh, they can climb up them. Okay. Thank you. Made it easier. See, that's what happened last time when I died. Creepers are able to spawn in here somewhere. I'm guessing back over here. Yeah, definitely over here. But if we come down here, you can hear much death is happening. Plenty of drops. So that will conclude today's episode and today's project. Got ourselves a mob farm now. More or less unlimited source of gunpowder and other sorts of mob drops, such as string and bones, I guess. What do you have? Sea pickles. Great eye. I could have used that earlier, actually. I had to kill a bunch of squids, so thanks for being here now. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a like. And if you're not already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Get all the notifications as soon as I upload. Make sure to follow me over at twitch.tv/JaceRFS. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/JaceRFS. I'm going to be live streaming a lot soon. So make sure to keep up with me on those social medias. And I will see you all in the next one.